Almost 2 years ago, I began my photographic journey and was amazed with the power to capture a moment and essentially be able to relive it again and again. But at the end of July, I found myself amidst a creative and emotional block, and therefore wasn't able to produce content that was both emotionally igniting and internally satisfying as well. So when August began, alongside Brooke Shaden's content creation challenge, I challenged myself to really create and manifest photographs whose meaning wasn't woven into the fabric of the piece, but rather left for the interpretation of the viewer. I became fascinated with the idea that perspective is ultimately what makes art powerful, so I really wanted my viewers' imagination to soar and be able to recite the stories that I had the pleasure of illustrating. I wanted my images to document the vulnerability, lonesomeness, and essential rebirth that is necessary when creating. I wanted the images to shed light on brighter and darker moments and individual faces. And now, though I began this project extremely motivated and passionate about my craft, there were times that I found myself both unwilling and unable to continue to produce content. This ultimately was a product of looking at another person's body of work and seeing their strengths as my insecurities. I had to remind myself to not look at another artist's pieces and see their artistry as a question to my own. Be inspired, be motivated, and left with the desire to create images. Don't stop. What I didn't expect to find throughout this journey was a new sense of visual integrity. I wanted my images to truly raise questions. I wanted them to interrupt equilibrium and really make people wonder what the end of the story looked like. Finally, to conclude, I will continue to produce content that really feeds my soul, all the while documenting my story, my journey, my life, and seeing how other people relate.